Robertson. I'm going to show you the appropriate way to take a blood pressure today. First things first, the patient that we have here, as you can see, he's sitting up straight. His arm is heart level, and his legs are uncrossed, and they're both on the ground. Next thing is the size of the cuff. There is adult size, there's children, and there's extra large. You need to make sure that you fit the appropriate blood pressure cuff, because if you have one that is too narrow, the blood pressure will be too high, and if you have one that's too wide, the blood pressure will be too low. So for the procedure, what we are going to do is we're going to put the sphygmometer on him. And you want to make sure that the arrows are pointing where they should be.
Your dad's calling.
And in older times, they would say that you can just pump the blood pressure up to any point. It's not recommended, because if you have someone with a lower blood pressure and you pump it up to 180, you could actually injure their arm. So the proper way to do it is to feel for your radial pulse, which is on the thumb side, and we're going to pump it up to 80, and then from there, if you can still feel the pulse, we're going to go up 10 from there, and you're going to continue to go to 10 until you can no longer feel your radial pulse. After that, you bump it up to 30, and that is where you start your blood pressure out at. You want to make sure that you can actually hear out of your stethoscope.
Mine too.
All right, we're going to go ahead and deflate. With his, the radial pulse stopped beating at 120. So from there, we are going to go up to 150. You want to find your brachial pulse. And his blood pressure was 120/82. Another thing with the gauge is that a lot of people seem to think that just by watching the gauge tick that you can get the appropriate blood pressure, and that's very inaccurate. Couple fun facts about blood pressures is a manual is always more accurate than any electronic. That is the golden standard. Also, if you have a dialysis patient, never ever take the blood pressure in the arm that has a fistula or a graft. If they have a CVC, it's a little different. It doesn't matter which arm you go in. Another thing with a mastectomy, whether it's a double or just a single, and mastectomy meaning you lose one of your breasts, if you were to lose your right breast, you do not want to take a blood pressure in your right arm, because you can damage your lymph nodes. If they have a double mastectomy and you're not able to use any arm, you are able to use the thigh. And they do have a thigh cuff that is made specifically just for your thighs. So thank you guys for listening. Anyone have any questions? Thank you.